kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Used to paint. Hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face. Stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was bloom and addiction. A miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids at a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil or a linen. Joy to the poison. Voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion reads as warm and alive.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wild card matchup, victor is the only option for these two teams. It's the Golden Eagles going up against the Titans. With that, let's get up to Tennessee. We're standing by in Nashville, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Mexico City Golden Eagles and the Tennessee Titans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led by a former national champion in Alabama. It's A.J. McCarron.
One thing I don't think you ever have to worry about when A.J. McCarron gets an opportunity is confidence and belief in self. He has it in full measure, and he utilizes it very well, carrying it out onto the field and leading his team.
McCarron on first down. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. This is Melvin Gordon, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's McCarron. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Beckham, the return. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Room here to run. And he cuts it out to the sideline. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Titans. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the 1st quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure. They think it's going to happen. Just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Let's give them something to talk
about a
about.
yard deep.
Oh.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not
He still threw it to him about that road out.
They got 29 yards there.
They would have threw me a
that'll give them a first down. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well, not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 13-yard touchdown run. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, Winston.
He's going to press. Let's go.
He's got a man complete. The 30. Touchdown, Titans. Odell Beckham, 88 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
I can't wait to play Jerome. Because I'm going to beat the shit out of Toronto.
Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
What's up,
He's
nigga?
going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Terrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. McCarron from the gun on 3rd. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Beckham. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. Yeah, maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So off goes the franchise and Winston. And they'll hand things over to their backup quarterback and task him with preserving this lead. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're running with Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now this offense ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But
there he goes, right side. Touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
The nigga back this shit and got the fuck out of here.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the defense heading back out here on the road. And a great job last time. They got the 4th down stop. It led to points. See if they can make magic happen twice.
How about the defense, though? You got to go for it against us on your own side of the field. Rose up and stopped them. Went off the field and said, offense, take over. Put it in the end zone for us. And that's exactly what they did.
Chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, a lot of meanness involved in that.
Back to throw here. Now the ball comes loose. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And out of bad return, here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Did you ask me what he was at?
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. He'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you Set incomplete. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up the 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll set up a throw, and it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it, and as a result, possession switches hands. Now this offense ready to head back out there, and that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They run. It's Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
All right, let's see what Madden gonna do. They've been doing some bullshit to it. Oh, that's the bullshit I'm talking about right there.
Altered the ball a little bit.
That's the bullshit I'm talking about right there, Joe.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now back out comes the offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation.
This nigga threw the ball. He running backwards, swing to the right and throw the ball. Come on, man. Come on,
Let's
man.
make this one simple. What a
I be that pressed to beat me.
Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
They can pass. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. And the dreaded third and long here for the offense. From the gun, it's McCarron. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This is taken at the 3. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to...
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Adolphus Washington in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18.
Last year they hurt my quarterback too. They hurt Winston too in the playoff game. This should be cheating.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He better not be, man. He better not be. He better not be.
Out of the gun now on third down. Nowhere to
Oh,
go.
that's a fumble, not a throw. Come on, man. This should be cheating, Joe.
And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they're not going to play this.
I was up 21-7 on these moves, and I just stopped, keep fumbling.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
Oh my gosh.
Into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
What's that man gonna get?
What's
that man gonna get?
Good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters.
Damn, he beating him up on that line, Joe.
The guy's man complete. A pickup there of 37. And the Titans are going to have a first.
What the fuck is 91, Joe? He beating his ass. That nigga pretty good.
And they'll set up the screen.
The ass he beating is pretty goddamn good, bro.
Here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Yeah, what's up,
A
Doug?
few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired.
Yeah, I just split Pee-wee now, and I'm getting split by the CPU and shit.
The ball, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. Their dangerous wide receiver. 34 yards.
Yeah, they hurt Winston, and I lost that game. Then I'm losing now. They hurt Winston again. Nigga, I was winning 21-7. Then all of a sudden they hurt Winston. I started fumbling. They just started taking the momentum. Second quarter, it's 31-28. Second quarter, Yeah. That's what I'm saying, nigga. I had them 21-7. I was D'ing them up, stopping them. Next thing you know, they start busting runs. This nigga making throws.
So comes the offense back onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy.
That's all right. We're gonna win the game, though. We're gonna get this game back.
Replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Yeah, ain't no accelerated clock in this league.
Against the zone defense.
Ain't no accelerated clock in this league.
Real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football.
Yeah, that's all right. Give me a chance to catch up today.
Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback.
Yeah, that's true too. Because I was up 21-7 with these niggas. It was still first quarter.
Really effective.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground.
You supposed to say something.
While that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3rd down and 5. McCarron from the gun on 3rd. The catch made by Miller. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Gordon on 1st down.
Oh, now they gonna call face mask?
At the line of scrimmage.
Man, Madden do not want me to beat them in the playoffs, Joe. I'd rather play the user, yeah.
15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
You at work today?
Of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So Brandon, when this offense
how else am I gonna get it? How else am I gonna get it?
Pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long.
Oh, they still caught the ball. That's what I'm saying, though. Look, my man deflected the joint. This nigga dive and catch it out the air still, you know? And that's too much cheating, though, for me, man, right now. That's just too much.
Just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. That's exactly what happened there.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw.
Oh, my gosh! All right.
Now it was tipped. Altered the ball.
Come on, yeah, that's a pick.
And now 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
Now they get 3.
Made first. This now from 42 yards out. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will add 3 more to the lead. Man. It pushes it up to 6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Following the field goal on is the punter, Drew Kaiser, to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
On the counter, Gurley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Second and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go back. Oh, damn.
He'll look down, man. It's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
And he puts it through. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result in the end, the Titans touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Oh, shit.
McCarron to throw on second down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Gotta give him the field goal and shit. Oh, man. Go ahead with that shit, man. Field goal.
Shotgun snap for McCarron. Henry's got it out on the left side. That is brought down. Now,
come on, man.
We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get three before halftime. This from 54 yards away. Doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Here in the playoffs, you hope to have close games where both sides are putting it all on the line. And that's what we have so far. It should be a very exciting second half. All right, let's roll those highlights. Titans is opening up on offense. Gurley's going to stay between the tackles, and he'll take this 80 yards for the score. That takes the lead up to 7. First and 10. Gurley's stiff arm attempt works perfectly, and he'll go for the score. Titans up by 2 touchdowns. Golden Eagles have it at the 9.
Off the fumble.
Midway through the first quarter, Winston's going to find his mark, and he'll go in for the score.
As he got hurt on that play.
By 14.
Here they come cheating and shit.
Now first and 10. Impressive blocking frees up the ball carrier, and he'll go in from 40 yards out, cutting the deficit to 7. Now after the fumble, he'll take the run up the middle.
After the fumble, you heard that cheating shit again. Tired of that.
We're all square at 21. First and 10. On the run, the ball comes loose.
Try to give it back. Where the scoop and score at? Where the scoop and score? Come on, man. Where the scoop and score?
Start down from inside the 50. The deep ball is on target here, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Titans now down by just 3. Titans have it late in the first half. The quick pass, it's complete, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. They go up by 1.
All right, thank you, Larry. Plenty of intrigue to come. A 1-point game as we get set for half 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon, and he's got some space here. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Give him 30 yards there.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. They run it here with Gordon.
Get that, man. Get the ball.
It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's
bang it,
looking
that shit was right
I mean, he's
in.
trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they're operating in the red zone. And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. McCarron from the gun on 3rd. Completion left side to Miller. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big...
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Titans. 48 yards. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh,
to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Come on.
And it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one too.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Shit.
He's going to look deep down the field.
Yes. Yes. Way to run with that shit, young.
And it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard
Run with that
line.
shit.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Find out that motherfucker. I feel with that block.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They can't hold me down all game, right? Oh, man, I can't keep me all game.
2015 draft.
Yeah.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Gurley.
They try right side here. Gurley.
That's my fault.
He'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They're going to look to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Another try on second down with Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 4th and 4.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now this offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. McCarron to throw on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use.
Trying to give me something, bro.
On the defense coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run over the press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I got a big grin on my face too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it.
Holding on the defense, man.
That is incomplete.
What are they going to do, 4th and 9? Damn.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
I got a 9-yard play if I can get it off. That's a touchdown.
Out of the gun. He sets to fire deep. And it's caught in the Touchdown, Tennessee. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Come on, dude. We got to get another stop.
Out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On second down, here's McCarron. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. One man in the backfield is Gordon. He'll get the football here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. McCarron from the gun on 3rd. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap.
Might go for that shit to full court. That was called timeout. Make sure they had his punt. It's still 3rd quarter.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Faggots.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The one running back is Gurley. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. Well, this O-line, they've had trouble with a pass rush all game long. This time it cost them 2 points.
I mean, you've got a quarterback back there who's running for his life, and he's had no time to throw the football. They've sacked him time and again, and this time they do it in the end zone.
You said it, partner. No time, none whatsoever. And now back out comes the offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and come out in the pistol.
Shoulder went good and shit.
From midfield, here's McCarron. This completes to Henry over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking scheme.
That shit out of bounds at the 1.
The biggest one is maybe you bring your running
back.
Get
the fuck, man.
In that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
Oh, man, baby cheating. Yo, baby cheating.
Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they
still get a safety.
On the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Just eat the clock, Joe.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Ain't no accelerated clock. Just eat it, accelerated myself. Shit.
Little motion now from the tight end. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
First down for real, unless they give up more.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
He hurt, man.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
I'm trying to stop the clock. Give me the face mask and shit. Trying to stop the clock.
You were a defender. You
know
they be cheating. In the heat of the moment, it's
I'm
hard
telling
to
you,
keep
Joe,
your
they
hands
be
away from that face
cheating.
mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a
Now he
defender
hurt.
when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Stop the clock and my man.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited.
Please, man, stop with the bullshit.
Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
That nigga blocker like an 80. A nigga run block like an 80. Tight end.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Gurley.
Hey,
For one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
For a fraction.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that
Done
just
for the
happens.
playoffs.
It is the NFL. They will
Come on,
make some plays
man.
against you.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Clock winding down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now Gurley. Cutback, left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Todd Gurley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Tight end and my quarterback.
Heading back out there.
I could beat T-Mac though without them.
Certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last
play
drive,
football
punting the
against
football.
him.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A nice gain of 21 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A.J. McCarron. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. McCarron to throw on second down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. McCarron from the gun on 3rd. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's got Rome. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. He's got time. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and long, it's McCarron. He's got a man, complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Now it's McCarron off play action. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And now it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Now McCarron. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's McCarron to throw. And he's got Miller. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. McCarron now on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And McCarron will try again on 2nd. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
We'll see how long this nigga Winston out for.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Oh, come on, man. They hurt both my niggas for 5 weeks, man. give a fuck.